Call the meeting to order. Pledge allegiance. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'm assuming when Mandy gets here, or at some point she will sign the bylaw, the warrants.
She's gonna sign it. Did she have to? No.
Not today,
Today.
there was one
Yeah, she
today.
came in today. She called today.
Does anybody know any errors or omissions of the,
I looked at it and didn't see anything, I'll make a motion that we accept them as read.
I'll second it. They move and second that we accept the town of Newry selectmen meeting minutes of February 20th. All those in favor?
In favor?
In favor?
She's gonna have to check it. I just was looking for it. I'm like, didn't realize that.
Any adjustments to the agenda?
No.
Announcements? Public comment? No public hearings or possible action, so we'll get right down to it. We have me here per se, talk about the library tech help.
I'll be brief. I assume since there's a library here in Newry, that most people use the Bethel Library, if they use the library at all. So, through a grant that Community Concepts Finance Corporation has, we're offering free tech help to anyone who has a laptop, a tablet, a smartphone, and needs assistance. We know that friends and family are common resources for helping folks, but sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't. So at any rate, we have a whole schedule of where our digital navigator, who's Ashley Lawrence, is going. And the Bethel Library is on Thursday afternoons from 2:45, from 2:45 to 4:45. So I'll give you guys the rest of these if you want them. And I've also got
These are on our page.
yeah, okay. So we also have, in addition to this tech help, which can help somebody create an email account if they don't have one, download photographs if you have them on your smartphone and you want to put them on some other place. Those are just examples of what you can do. I will say that she was at the West Paris Library last week, and she helped a 10-year-old who had two devices that were not compatible. One was an Apple and the other was an Android. And he had created an audio recording and he didn't know how to download it onto the other device, and she was able to help him. So she's good, I guess is my point. And this is free. So we encourage people to call in advance if you can, to set up time to meet with her. She usually sets up 30 to 45-minute appointments, and it's just you, unless you want to bring somebody else with you. So she's completely devoted to helping you. We have about 50 Samsung tablets. They're lightly used. So if anyone is looking for a device, can't afford one, and would like one and have a free help using it, we can do that for you. She can do that. So just let us know if that's of interest. Also, Ashley's great at providing internet safety information, teaching people how to create a really good, strong password, what to click on, what not to click on in terms of links and things like that, and also giving people the latest information about phishing, scams, hacking, that kind of thing. She keeps up with all of that. So, at any rate, this is some of the free service that we're offering, and I hope you'll share it with your neighbors, family, if they live here, and encourage them to take advantage of it.
Good idea.
So, yeah. Any questions for anybody?
Can we share that on our Facebook page?
Absolutely,
Okay,
please do.
great.
In fact, I could send you a file if that would be easier.
Would that be better for our website, or just take a, yeah?
Try that and we'll see which works best.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
a file might be better
Yeah.
than trying to post something that's in paper. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
I'll send it to you. Yeah,
Great,
terrific.
thank you.
Thanks for asking.
Thank
Sure.
you so much.
And now I'm off to Greenwood.
Have fun.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dan.
Yeah, take care.
We have a liquor license renewal for Southbridge Lodge.
Hello.
Have you heard of any complaints or?
No. Nothing. Just heard from Becky.
No changes from the previous license from Southbridge, it's just a routine renewal.
Now, do all three of us have to sign that before it's good, or can just two of us sign it?
I think we could just put a name, NA
Yeah.
next to the name.
Two is a
If you have
quorum.
That's
Yeah.
all it says.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you're having
Yeah.
a meeting, so you have a quorum, so.
Just 12.
I just didn't wanna have to mess things up for you. that's all.
Oh, yeah, no, that'll be fine.
Maybe.
Oh,
yeah.
I'll second that we approve
The igloo.
the liquor license renewal for Southbridge. All those in favor?
In favor?
It's currently under, it's part of the Jordan liquor license.
If you remember when we brought the sliders, the boundary was pretty close there to the house.
For the wedding venue and stuff like that. Yeah, I know Erica is in discussions with Melanie of the state about it and stuff, so.
Are there any bets on how long the egg will last?
I guess they scrape the floor because the building settles.
Yeah.
So they scrape the floor
To keep the headroom?
to keep the headroom.
Cool.
And then they blow
So you
more
go-
snow
You
onto
want
it.
us to put? Well, we can just, we can do Mandy's anyway.
I'll just put it in there.
Okay, yeah,
Turn off the lights and they go inside and look for
Yeah. should be good.
Light infiltration?
light
That's cool.
infiltration.
Oh, because I was gonna put Oxford County.
Yes, that is
Get up
true.
there.
Yes.
Some of them are
Yeah.
forms read like that,
Yes.
legal ones,
So
yeah.
that's what I started to do.
Love to see
Yeah.
the
I'll just
insurance
leave it,
rider
but
on
I'll
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah. Oh, true, yeah.
But I'll scan this for you in the morning.
Yep.
With the signatures and stuff.
Yep.
Do you want just the signature page?
Yep, because I got the rest.
of it?
Yep,
Oh,
perfect.
So I'll just scan the signature page and send it off to you.
All good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
You too.
You too.
See you in 8 days.
All right.
We have a request for approval, water filter system for the town office.
Yes.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When you put that in, put it in between the well and the fire station. As well as here, I mean, because as long as the fire station comes from here. So if we put it in, it would cover both
Yeah.
buildings and what I'm getting at.
Oh, I don't think that's what this is.
No, no, it's going downstairs, we're gonna put the drain into the old cast iron. And it's gonna be on the the drinking side of the aggregate filter we already have in the system now.
Okay,
Yeah,
I just thought it was a chance to,
that's a bigger system and a lot more money if we put it in the well.
okay, well, if it, the well in here, the water pipe over there is tied into the well in here, in the building.
it's tied in on our side of the pressure tank?
I believe so. Just
Okay,
like it would be that faucet over there.
I'll have Mike look at it with me.
Cause this is gonna make the water so we can actually drink it,
I understand.
instead of buying it, cause we looked at, to buy the jugs. Well, Lori was picking them up at Walmart or Sam's Club or wherever. And then, we ran out, so we looked into having it delivered, it'd be $10 a bottle. And she was buying it, I mean, it was $12 a bottle, with a $3 deposit, and I can't remember the fee to deliver it.
Fees and.
Yeah, and I was like, this is stupid. So I said, Mike, I know we had you test the water, well, it was when I was half home, half here, and it was back in October, so, he sent this right over after I called him, and he said, yeah, we tested it. I said, well, let's make it so we can actually drink it. And he said, yes.
And then he would order
And he would honor this price, because I asked him if, you know, because this was last October, so I thought things had, and he said, no, he says, he'll honor this price, and he could do it within a few days after we get approval.
Okay.
And we have the money to do it, like now, so, if you approve it.
Make a motion, we approve a request for the water filler system for the town office.
Second that request. All those in favor?
In favor.
In favor.
I believe, Joe, that pipe goes out somewhere right over in here.
Okay.
Right over
Do you
there.
wanna sign this
I'll look.
here?
I
mean,
think
can,
it's
or-
tied right into the system in here.
Okay, I'll take a look.
Right out of the
Down
bathroom.
with this signature. I know.
I didn't know which side, but
Yeah.
That's okay.
We have to put the paper.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
all right, request for a warrant article from W.H.A.T for $5,000.
So they get, the normal request is the franchise fees, God, I struggle with that word. And it was like 16,000, right, Brooks? I just gave you a copy.
Said 16,000.
Did I write it
Yeah.
down?
20 and 50.
Yeah. So, that's what the town usually votes to give them. And then they're asking for another one, another request for $5,000. And I didn't put in what Josh gave me, because I got it after I sent you back. It's gonna be upgrading equipment. Did you want Brooks to talk about it or not?
Haven't we done this in the past?
Yeah,
Well, a few years ago.
a few years ago when we upgraded and converted to be able to broadcast live.
Yeah. So just looking for approval to put it on, and then they get estimates for their upgrades, and was it 80,000, 60,000? It was quite a bit, but it's technology, which we know changes all the time.
We're also trying to set up Woodstock, Greenwood, and West Paris, and upgrade this camera to be permanent, so that we have Bethel's permanent, so that we've trained people to turn it on, and most of the time, except for some planning board meetings, they don't turn it on. But,
I don't see any, I'd make a motion that we add these articles to the town warrant.
I'll second that.
they've also, the state, I gave Loretta the bill that was just passed that amended the cable franchise fee, well, just the cable ordinance, and it was substantially benefiting the local TV station, since that's the only place where there's any local coverage is through your local public access. So they might, it depends on, they have to wait 90 days, and they've already appealed it to the max, so it's expected to pass. But there's a good chance that they will pay, the cable company will have to pay for our upgrades.
Nice.
because they certainly are making money.
Yeah.
Right, so it's been moved and seconded that we place these articles on our warrant. All those in favor?
In favor.
In favor.
Perfect.
Um,
I don't have anything written for the next one, but there, election day, Karen Riley is a ballot clerk. And she was, talking about Tai Chi again, she just wanted to see if she could use a brain child like she was before.
I make a motion that way, not doing any harm. and
No.
let people get in there.
Yeah, just keep being used, and she said,
It's helped us in the
Yeah.
past with water issues or heat issues, somebody being there and recognizing them ahead of time.
Just
Yeah.
kind of with that, but not really, but I talked with Alan the other day, and I believe they're gonna have a training session to cut the limbs off that birch tree that's 20 feet up that broke off.
oh, I didn't know one broke off.
Yeah, you drive by, it's like a second tree. The
Oh, I'll have to
whole
look.
top of, two limbs on the top broke off and hang down about 15 feet up.
Yeah,
They were gonna use a ladder truck to cut that, have a training session.
yeah,
And I believe at the same time, they're gonna take a spruce tree down.
right. Because we did talk about taking the spruce tree down, because it's getting. very
Probably
close.
won't be for a month or so, because they don't want to put the weight on the blacktop and create an issue with the ladder truck, so.
Speaking of the heat in the Grange Hall, did Mike order that part?
Yes, and I'm not sure if it's in yet, but he said he ordered it, and they put the emergency light, whatever you call the red light in. So I told Peanut to pay attention, if you see a red light, let us know.
So if anybody, if you see a red light, anybody, if you see a red light at the Grange Hall, we need to know about it.
Yes.
That'll-
Stop being quick!
It's
It doesn't mean open for
So
business.
not
who,
working.
Brad?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I
You
can
want
see
to
the
send me
headlines
that?
in the newspaper now, Newry, new
Tai Chi.
revenue
Yeah.
stream.
Yeah,
I think they're dead.
No,
Yeah.
Been moved and seconded that we let Tai
Tai Chi.
Tai Chi.
Tai Chi.
well, anyway. Use the Grange Hall starting in April as in the past.
Perfect, she'll be very happy. She has a lot of people that use go.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's a firm on Travis, isn't there?
Yes, yeah. So that's good. Good thing.
All right. We go on to salaries and wages proposals.
Yes. This is the beginning of the budget stuff. The one in yellow is what we are currently at this year. I did a 3.2%, which is the COLA, 4%, 5%, 5.5%. Last year's COLA was 8.7. This year's 3.2, the year before was 3.2. You guys gave us 4% last year, so I was kinda, guess you could say,
I didn't get one of them.
you should have, it's in your book.
Flip down by the pink.
She doesn't have any pink.
Right after the pink.
Okay,
Yep.
yep, thank you.
Welcome. So, the yellow is what we are now, Dave.
Yep,
Okay. So I was proposing 5%, because last year we did 4 and it was 8, this year 5. So this breaks it down by employee, position. Myself, deputy clerks, Lori and Amy, Joelle. Then next page over is fire department. I didn't, we gotta talk about that with you guys, because I didn't do anything different there. For you guys, fire department, planning board, school board, health officer, appeals board, ballot clerks, and minimum wage. So we get 100% health insurance for the employee, health and dental, 12 vacation days? Pretty sure it's 12. Holidays, not vacation days, sorry. And then we each get vacation days and sick days, according to the personnel policy. So, that was my proposal.
But, whatever it is, the 3.2 is what the government is
Yes.
proposing.
Some towns are doing 3.2, some are doing 4, they're all over the place.
Well, that depends on when's the last time they had raises too.
Well, most of them give the COLA, but like Bethel gave the COLA last year, which was 8.7 or 8.9.
Yeah.
And so this year they're getting the 3.2, but, and she is bringing some other ones up to somewhere that were lower. One other town did a merit thing.
Oxford used to do a split between COLA and merit raises. Based on your evaluations, you earned so many points, and that was, you know, added into the COLA, so
It was all over the place, but I said 5% because we're doing a lot of hunting for prior items. And I feel everybody has done a very good job with, my issues with Eddie, support me, you guys have supported me. And I think we've all worked hard. Of course, with all the storms and all that hoopla that we've had to deal with on top of the regular, everyday.
I have job offers from
So-
FEMA. I'm
Yeah,
jumping
she
ship.
did. That was, you
You'll
know,
have to travel a little further though.
And they're gonna take me away from my winter activities, so,
Yeah.
you know, Hawaii, September through March, I don't know.
This is not, nobody wants to know what I think, because I haven't gotten a raise in so many years
I
that,
know.
but I shouldn't hold that against you.
that's right,
But I'm just saying,
yeah,
When I worked at the bus garage, we get a 3% raise and our insurance would go up 5%.
well, yeah,
Our
insurance did go too.
Yeah,
yeah.
well,
Yeah.
that's part of the thing with me too, is we're probably gonna pick up whatever the insurance goes up. So to me, that's in a way being raised. If, you know, the insurance goes up and we cover it, then it's nothing you people have to pay, so. Andy's here, so I guess she can put her 2 cents. But,
525.
sorry, I was playing ambulance.
At least you got him there.
we're on salary, wages.
And I said, I'm proposing a 5%. Last year we got 4, and the COLA was 8.7 or 9, I wrote 7, but I can't do 7. And, I figured everybody's done an awesome job, we've been dealing with a lot of personnel stuff, and a lot of destruction with the storms and whatever, and I think everybody's pulled together great, and
I'll interject real quick.
that's my
On
thought.
behalf of the employees. With the inflation, and I can use my salary as just a base. With inflation, since the day I was hired in June, I made $58,989. And if I follow the inflation calculator, which you can find anywhere online, I should be at, right now, $66,961, which would get me really close at the 5%, and that'll be a year later than where it should have been. So I think, well, 6 months later. So with everything that we do in this town office, the highly trained staff that you guys have, we are not, we're not a cashier that you're just pulling out from behind a register to handle money. Everything that that woman does for registrar stuff for voters, the confidentiality issues that we take care of for citizens, the automotive, Moses, birth, death, marriage, I mean, just the litany list goes on and on and on. I won't pat myself on the back too hard, but I mean, you're paying me to do 5 different positions. So I think that 5% is not asking too much for any of the staff here.
This is nothing that really, we can say something, but it's actually up to the voters to say whether they, I mean, in a roundabout way.
Yeah, oh yeah, you guys would say which one you want me to do, and I put it in the budget. They ask at the meeting what we got, we tell them.
Last year we did 4%.
Yes.
I guess I would be just as happy to stay at 4%, but that's just me. Actually, I would go lower, but I will split the difference.
Why would you go lower when your staff is as trained as we all are?
Yeah, I mean, you'd be cutting that pay at
Yeah.
that point.
We don't have the ability to make bonuses or do anything extra like private sector does. So I guess,
No overtime shifts, no.
right, yeah, we can't go and put in a 65-hour week. Well, we can, but you guys pay for that later on, and then it's outside the budget, so I'd rather budget now.
Well, they did tell me where I was salaried, I worked for free on, February 29th. Yeah, and I said, oh.
Right. Every town around us, all the way down to Gray, Oxford Hills, I mean, whether it's deputy clerks, town clerks, everybody struggles to find help because of the salary that perception tells the public we should be making. I'm very happy with my package. I just want to keep up with everything else that goes on in the world. My health insurance, my benefits. I try to sell this to my daughter all the time. Honey, get into a municipality, the benefits are awesome. But
Well, I don't think you're ever gonna find that the inflation rate and the raise rate are gonna be the same.
no,
Especially
But I
the
want
way
them
our
to be
economy
close.
is right
Right.
now.
right,
I mean, just look at how expensive things are
right.
now compared to 2 years ago.
Mhm.
Do we know what the other towns around us are doing?
Greenwood, Woodstock, last I knew, were doing the 3.2.
What's that pay rate though?
Their rate,
Job for job.
well, because we can't really compare, that's our problem. Like Bethel's got a finance officer. She made, when I left, she was 50-something thousand. And like, she got an 8.9% raise last year, 8.7%.
They got 2 raises.
They
They
got
got
2
the raise
raises.
you put in as town manager,
Yeah.
and then Nat had a
Then-
special town meeting and gave them another 8 point whatever
Yeah.
percentage raise. So they're not anyone I don't think
So-
we can compare
Yeah,
ourselves
Do
to.
they have a town, like,
Well,
they
they
have
have,
a-
right.
Yeah, they
They
have
have a-
multiple,
yes.
Right,
people that
right.
take on positions.
right.
But, so we can't compare to them. We checked with, Dave Coder, Carabasset Valley, and we're lower than them, because they are a ski area, they're the one that's similar to us, yeah.
Most comparable.
Yeah,
But their clerks the deputy clerk was making over $25 an hour.
Yeah. And their town manager gets like that. That's our problem, we're very different than other towns, but
Yeah, we're a small town with a big community.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
In a way.
We deal with all the stuff the big ones do in a different way.
Our development equals that of Auburn Lewiston. When you look at our planning board schedule, our subdivisions, our site plan reviews, we equal some of the larger cities in this state. And we have voting public of what, 412, 420?
Well, we have 411 according to the latest census year-round residents,
Yeah.
but voters, we probably have 280,
Active,
250.
yeah, like
Active,
250.
active,
16-year-olds don't vote.
yeah,
No, true, huh?
Yeah.
Right.
yeah. We gotta work on that too, with that younger generation.
There's a lot of things the younger generation should be stepping forward to.
Agreed.
I guess for purposes to get this meeting going, I'm gonna go with make a motion that we go with a 5% increase.
I think 5 is a lot, but I will second that.
It's been moved and seconded that we go with a 5% increase. All those in favor?
In favor?
In favor.
Not in favor.
Well,
Sure,
I get it, but
your option, that's all, that's okay.
I guess I'm not in favor.
So let me go on to the next page. Stacked it into that.
But they are.
And half my thing,
It's okay.
me and spreadsheets aren't the greatest friends.
I think it's okay. But these
But
are the
anyway.
stipend
Yeah,
positions
most
that,
of them,
When
yeah.
was the last time, like, the chief and all of these officers changed?
2 years ago.
I was gonna say, I feel like we did that
Last year we
one
did
of
the
years
calls,
I was
the
here.
calls and the training
Yeah.
for fire.
for fire department. And we did, planning board secretary in 24, yeah.
It's like the health board, there hasn't been anybody, there hasn't been any need for that for years.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
What's that?
Appeals board.
No,
Oh,
they're,
field board, no, we haven't.
but you have to.
We have it,
We
you
haven't,
know,
yeah, I know, I
Yeah.
understand what you're saying.
yeah. I was just deaf, sorry, Jake.
Don't worry, I can't always hear either, so.
So,
So I just wanna make sure I understand Rita's
Yep.
properly. This is the stipend,
yeah,
and then they get paid the hourly.
yes,
Okay, I just wanted to
The
make
top.
sure.
yes.
Yeah.
5 or 6 is stipends.
Yeah,
Why is
Plus,
the training officer so much lower?
that's a good question, I don't know.
I have no idea, I didn't make the budget.
I don't either.
No,
So,
Did we not have a training officer or
no,
something
we've
for a
had a training
while, or-
officer for a long time. The position that wasn't filled was assistant chief.
chief, right. So my opinion, I feel like I'm giving away, but I think we should up you guys, everybody by $100.
One of the,
Can I
Just a
ask
thought.
a question about the training officer? What are they responsible for? I'm not on the fire department, I don't know what she does,
They set up
she or he.
all the training, so every year, every single year, we have to have bloodborne pathogens, we have to have the PPE, the basics that just about every company has to have, we have to document and have all of that. She sets up when we're gonna do that, keeps track of all the documentation, but then like ladder truck training, you know, she will go to Alan, talk about that, who's coming, keep track of who's there, how many hours we all logged in doing what, whether that's driving or just running the ladder. She does that type of work.
I didn't realize it was that low myself.
I was surprised when I saw it, I mean,
I know we
That's not a typo, right?
No.
No, it's not a typo.
Within a period
I just
of
tried-
time-
It could have been, but no.
I'm sorry, Tink, say that
Within
again?
a period of time, it seems like we've had an issue with the training officers not necessarily doing everything that I thought they should be, but
Right.
And that may be historically why it's never really moved up in pay scale. That would be a question for the chief. I don't
Yeah.
know that.
I would almost think it ought to be at least 1,000.
Agreed.
Yes, I think so too.
I'll ask. You guys don't have to agree. Are we upping everybody by 250?
No.
I'm joking. Hey, it's worth asking.
I'm not gonna give myself a raise.
Yeah.
Well, I just feel like the training officers kind of seems like an important,
It
It
is.
is.
Mhm.
I always wondered why it was kind of low, but I
Yeah.
looked
I
back.
really didn't realize it was that low. I thought it was about in line with everything else there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Ben did a really good job. Laura's just learning, and Ben's her mentor, so see how it shakes out.
so this total of 8 members, that includes this list of 6
Yes.
people? So
Yeah.
there's
Those
two
6
two
plus-
other
Actually, we
regulars.
don't have 8. We only have 7.
You have 7, right?
Well, because we can't count Ben. He's not trained. He doesn't come to meetings.
Oh, I'm like, man.
Right. Other Ben. Other
Okay,
Ben.
no, I had,
Right.
Young, well,
oh, another Megan, another Laura. What is she? Who's the other one that's not?
there's another Laura.
Okay,
Yeah, Laura Carson. Yeah.
okay. I thought there was somebody else. Alan told me he had 8. Shows what he knows. Shows what I know. So you have 7. Okay, well, see, my $100 per person would be helpful. I was just throwing that out there. I mean, it's a time commitment for you
In
guys,
some
the planning
cases.
board, yeah,
It's extremely time consuming
yeah.
and it's at 3 in the morning and
Oh, yeah, fire department, yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
anytime, day or night.
Or for my school board, it is time consuming.
Mhm.
I mean, when we get our agendas, there's 8 attachments. Because
Yeah.
right now, we're reviewing every policy that we have because they're not
Right.
up to date.
Yeah.
Right.
And when we have challenges, more meetings get added. We're required to be on at least one subcommittee.
Mm-hmm.
So in addition to the regular meeting, you also have subcommittee.
Yes.
And I know people aren't usually on these boards for the money,
No.
but,
I didn't even know I got paid.
well, a lot of people did. When
I didn't either at the
Yeah.
beginning.
No, that's not why I did
Right,
it. That's not
right,
why I
right.
did it.
Right.
No.
I'm not looking for the increase, but we didn't put down the Medicare Board of Directors position.
No, that's in the other budget.
Okay. I'm not, like I said, I
Yeah.
wasn't looking for a raise, but I just didn't see it on there.
Yeah, no, it's not on this one, it's on, ACO's not on this one either. Yeah. It could be on this, I could add him to this, but. We'll do that for next year. How's that?
Well, I think we should definitely up the training officer one to $1,000. That's,
You making a motion?
I'll make a motion that we up the training officer position to stipend to $1,000.
First question I have. I agree with you, but he was adding 100 to everybody else, we're gonna add another 100 to the 1,000?
Oh, only if you guys say to.
Well, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah. Well, she put it
Well,
as
she
1,000,
said as
so,
1,000,
so I would say,
up to,
Okay,
yeah.
to 1,000.
that's not a problem, I just
Clarifying.
Yeah.
wanted to clarify it.
Yeah, good question. Because I might have had a brain cramp and had to ask that later, so.
Are you seconding my motion?
Yes, I'll second that.
Then moved and second that we up the training officer's stipend to $1,000. All those in favor?
In favor.
In favor?
In favor.
Now you gotta decide if you wanna do the other ones by 100 or not at all, or whatever you wanna do.
Loretta, when you say the rest, you mean from
Select,
selectmen all the way down to appeals board members?
Yep.
Okay.
Want those ballot clerks, huh?
no.
Well, they're an hour.
But
Minimum wage.
minimum wage changes in January, so it does kind of go halfway
Yeah.
through the year anyways,
Yes.
typically.
Yeah.
That's big money.
Big dollars right there. You don't even get
It
to
has
say account
increased
anymore.
quite a bit though over the last few years.
It has,
Yeah, it used to be $12.
minimum wage needed to.
On the secretary of planning board, we just gonna.
She got,
Another 100, or is there a?
she got
per
30,
hour?
we put her up to $30 an hour last year,
Budget for it, we never paid.
from 25. So, if you wanna leave her at,
I think hers is okay. Well, hers is hourly. It's not
yes,
a-
she's
It's
hourly.
not a
Yeah,
stipend,
yeah, she's
yeah.
on a stipend, so.
So
Well,
that-
that's what I was asking.
Yep,
Okay.
If the, what are the bylaws for the appeals board? If they don't meet, they don't get paid?
right, I believe so.
Okay.
We only have 2 people on it anyway.
Hey, come on,
They
that's the
are.
best we've had in a
I
long
know,
time.
we're trying to get the third one, but.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's bylaws for the appeals board.
Yeah.
We have to search for those too?
Probably,
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll put it on my agenda for tomorrow.
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, 'cause, yeah.
That's-
because I know
That's
planning
a good
board
question.
members, if they don't make a percentage of meetings,
they don't-
Fire department also, you're supposed to make
Yes.
75%.
Yep.
Yeah, school board too.
I don't know, I don't think we should change the stipend.
I just asked, that's all.
Well, it's up to you guys.
Oh, that's just my opinion.
We don't have to.
Another planning board's meeting, what, 20 times a year?
yeah, right about there probably, 2022. We don't cancel many meetings.
No, I know it, but it just, you know, they might not have one for Christmas or 4th
Right.
of July and that type of thing.
Yeah.
Anyone?
Health officer, has that been anything that we've actually used?
That's me.
Something we have to have.
I know we
We have,
have,
yeah.
yeah, but I understand that, but,
I usually have more pull with whether my plumbing inspector hat or a code enforcement hat. It's very rare that I use the health officer hat.
okay, wasn't sure if you were still a health officer or we
Yeah.
had somebody else.
No, that's her.
Okay. No, I know plumbing inspector is actually a
Yeah,
health officer.
yeah. Usually those laws give me more teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking we had another person that was doing it, that's why I was asking.
We used to have.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
we did.
Yeah. Most towns it is the code enforcement officer now. that
Yeah,
is the health
I'm
officer.
Greenwoods too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll make a motion that we leave the other stipends as is,
Which ones is that?
everything except for the training officer.
I was talking fire department.
Yep.
Oh,
Fire department, selectmen, planning board, school board, health officer, appeals board.
No. I'm thinking the planning board, school board should go up 100 anyway. That's my thought.
Make it a motion.
Okay, that is a motion.
You need to, no, you need to act on Mandy's first.
right.
Well,
Okay.
We need to do that.
What was yours again?
She
I said to leave them the same.
I said if nobody seconded it,
You don't.
I don't know.
I agree. If you don't get a second,
You
then
don't
the
get a
mistake
second.
dies.
Yeah,
Dies.
dies,
Okay.
right.
Well, no one seconded it already at the moment, but, didn't they, planning board and school board, didn't they just get a raise
2 years ago.
years ago.
Yeah, when you guys got yours. I'm sorry, I believe it was all
Mhm.
before I started,
The only thing that changed last year
Yeah.
was
the ones I got rid
the
of.
planning board secretary
And the training and
and the training and protocols for fire department.
So can we get Mandy to change her motion to,
I think as chair, you can say there's been no second,
No
motion
second.
dies.
so having no second, and we'll go back, discuss this, and I make a motion that we keep the selectmen, the fire chief, assistant chief, captain, safety, secretary of the fire department the same. Raise the training officer to 1,000, add $100 to the planning board and the school board. Everything else to be left the same.
I'll second that.
Any further discussion? No. Been moved and seconded to
Increase the planning board and the school by 100.
to add, put the training office to 1,000, the planning board and the school board add 100, the rest to remain the same. All those in favor?
In favor.
In favor.
In favor. That's it.
That's it. To your next meeting?
Unless we.
Well, we still
Well,
got,
that's not it.
No, it's
We
last,
still
it's
have-
last month. Yeah.
we still have code enforcement officer and road commissioner report.
Yep. Ready? Permits are starting to come in a little faster for spring. I have 2 on my desk when I got back from vacation. I've got 2 more this week that showed up on my desk. These are all for subdivisions up on the Sunday River side. We got, just this week, language for an ordinance or an addition to an existing ordinance, whether that's our land use building code or the UDRO, for the accessory dwelling unit law that just changed. We shorthand that, we call it LD 2003. This means that even though we have some standards in place, and Newry has great zoning, we're gonna allow, let's say Loretta, she has, a 1 acre lot, and she's got a house on it, and in her district, that's the standard, that's it, she's done. Well, this law tells the towns, they took away the home rule for this. She's not an approved subdivision, she doesn't have any deed covenants, she would be allowed to put an accessory dwelling unit on her property. And we have to let her. Because that's what the law says.
As long as the sewer,
As long as the septic system and the well says it's potable water, and the septic system can be expanded to add the extra bedroom that the accessory dwelling unit would add. Most 1 acre lots will accommodate that. So, and we don't have any say, so our density would be increasing on some of the lots that are not in the subdivisions that we currently have. If a private developer, I'll just keep using Loretta's name. Loretta now wants to develop 10 acres, huh? And she wants to have deed covenants put in place that say 1 dwelling unit per lot. She's allowed to do that. Subdivision and developers can still do that. That's allowed. It's an agreement between private property owners when she develops and then sells a lot. That no 1 family dwelling unit, that's it. Single family dwelling unit, that's all. But is this a big deal for Newry? Not a whole lot. Most of our land, most of our homes are in subdivisions that already have language that say single family lots. Or at the most, they're allowed 2 single family dwellings. Most of the time they put in a duplex. We have a couple on Douglas Road. But I think it's important that we try to get this language. We probably will not make it for this year, sadly, for this town meeting. Even though we have all these wonderful.
So what you're saying is I can sneak a tiny home on my lot now and move Uncle Mike there.
Right after you prove to me your septic. Right after you prove to me the septic will handle another bedroom. Yeah. So, just let you guys know, we are working on that language. I don't think it's technically a zoning change, but since we are telling people what they are and aren't allowed to do on their property, I think it would require a public hearing and all that good stuff, so this isn't anything that's gonna make it on the book or in the warrant,
Would it require a public hearing if the state changed the rules?
yes.
Okay.
I would want our public to
I'm
know.
not disagreeing with it, but
Yeah.
I just wondered if they changed the rules.
Yeah, we
If you
do
needed to
public,
have it,
we
that's
do
all.
public hearings even when they change shoreline zoning rules, huh?
Yeah.
And that's a state mandated law, so.
Yeah.
So anyway, working on that. We had a FEMA scoping meeting today for the December 18th flood and all the damages we had for that. And then we will have a in-person meeting, which usually goes about an hour and a half, 2 hours, with their EPA rep, our contact at FEMA. We'll have a MEMA representative also present. So that would be 27th of March. So all our damages are already in the portal, in the federal government portal. They know that we're working on all of this. Next time I see you guys, we'll be talking about an engineer to fix the damages. We did put out an RFQ for that, and those bids come in, or proposals come in on the 18th, so we can talk about it on the 19th.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I think we've got most of them, but I've been riding around a little bit. And it seems like maybe like after this last storm, there's been a little bit of erosion from blacktop, between blacktop and ditch.
Mm-hmm.
And when we get to that.
Some of that was never fixed.
That's what, well,
Right.
that's, I know it wasn't fixed, but
Okay.
I'm wondering if we've got it in the budget. That's what I was kind of questioning.
That'll be part of the budget to repair. All we've done so far is
No, I
mitigation.
know
and-
what we've done, I just,
Yeah, let me finish.
okay,
So what you see, where those dips and fall-offs are in the shoulders, were something that we never fixed because we didn't have time.
no,
We ran out of time, snowbanks got in the way. Fabulous. Keep everybody in the road, huh?
yeah, no, what I was kind of, if there was more damage done in this recently.
No, there has
than
not
what there
been.
had been,
No, it just got covered up with snow and now it's all becoming visible again.
okay,
Yeah. I got all the GPS coordinates for everything that was damaged back in December.
okay. Because
So,
I know, especially like 26 here, I know that's not our problem, but
right.
there's a few places that I think they've gotten some erosion since that storm,
Mm.
kind of like this last storm when it was running down right at the edge of the road.
Yeah.
And washing
Yeah.
the dirt away.
Yeah.
I just wondered if we had any situations like that.
Not that I saw, and I checked the roads today.
Okay,
They look mostly the same
okay,
from where they looked December 20th, 21st, 22nd, before they all got covered with
Yeah.
snowbanks. So, it'd be interesting to see the engineers' proposals. I gave them very specific work parameters, like Roderick, Sunday River Road, obviously Branch, Wheeler, the culvert on Lone Pine. I gave them, start here, end here parameters, just like we did with Simon's Bridge. This is what we need done.
yeah,
So hopefully they give us a scope of work and then proposals for what their hourly rates for inspections and oversight, and then specifications that we can send out to bid to contractors.
okay.
We have to go out to bid. This is too much money to just hand it off to anyone.
Okay,
Okay?
I-
Okay.
I
Yeah.
was trying to remember what happened 2 months ago, and looking at it today,
Right.
I was just,
Yeah.
go on with your report.
I think that's it. Yeah, working on the ordinances, public hearing next week. Everybody, public hearing next week. March 19th, please come to the Grange, learn about the UDRO and what the changes are that have been proposed to that ordinance, whether it's solar, whether it's communication towers, campgrounds, really like to have the public informed about what they're gonna vote on. And that's it.
Deputy clerk report.
We've been busy lately with elections. We had 71 voters. Not too bad.
No, that's more than I would have expected.
Yeah,
More than we expected to.
It was. I mean, I think it's a pretty good turnout just for what it was.
Yeah.
I haven't even finished doing my work for that election, but I've started on the June one already. it seems like real estate's starting to sell again, so our phones have been pretty busy with people checking on taxes paid. Tax payments are starting to come in, because they're due by the 31st of this month, so make sure you get that paid. And if you need copies of this UDRO, we do have them here. It
Thank
is
you.
on the website if you
Yeah.
would like to look at it on there as well.
And we've shared it on, not the
No.
UDRO itself on the Facebook page, but we put it on the Facebook page so they know we have the meeting and that the stuff is.
I put it in my Newry column
Yeah.
in the Bethel Citizen to try
Spread
to
the word.
spread the word.
Try to make people aware as much as we can,
Before voting on it.
yes.
Right.
That's the goal.
And it was in the paper,
Yeah, it was, I see that.
ran an ad. So,
You done?
Yep.
Town administrator's report?
I signed us up to do the Household Hazardous Waste Day. It's gonna be September 21st, I believe, that's at the Bethel Transfer Station. We received our FEMA money, the $5,125.50 from the December Winter Storm Elliott 2022. We just got the money. And then, also, I've been working with the, my telephone company, Ring Central, yada yada, nightmare and a half, and First Light, so I'm still dealing with that, because Mitel and Ring Central are merging, and
So you'll be talking to me because Lori's phone won't ring.
yes, Lori's phone doesn't ring, and it's really bizarre. So tomorrow, I got an email finally back from them today, and I said, call me first thing in the morning so we can deal, because I'm about ready to tell you the. So, and I checked with Vern to see if he could moderate our town meeting, and he said, yes, he is available. And we've got both the plaques for our Spirit of America awards, we just gotta get my warrant articles and the budget ready for you guys. Next week, we'll have more budget stuff to go over, this meeting, which is the 19th, after the public hearing, at the Great Show.
We're doing the public hearing first.
Yes.
Did we advertise that first, or does it say 6 PM in the paper?
I believe it says 5.
Okay, good. Huh? Awesome.
Because that's
Yeah.
typically where it comes in.
Yeah, but on the agenda.
regular-
Comes first?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we said 5 PM. So, that's what I got. That's it.
$5:58.
And we're going home with daylight.
I know.
Yeah, something new.
You seconding that, Tank?
Yes.
Okay.
Lori saying we adjourn, all those in favor?
In favor.
Okay.
Hey, Brenda just texted me.